Hi, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your North Node in Cancer reading. Now, this is a reading for the whole of the collective. This is for everybody because these North Nodes changing and are now changing, or have just changed literally yesterday, into Cancer, and this is going to affect us all. So I thought I'd do a reading for the collective as such, yeah, as well as for people who have a natal North Node. So if you have a natal North Node right now, there will be an added video for you because you'll be going through a nodal transit where it will be transiting over your natural North Node. But this reading is for the collective. It's for everybody. I've already pulled one Rumi card, and I've pulled one Osho Zen card, and we're just going to have a look. We're going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot today. So let's have a look. Cancer North Node. What is it that we need to know? What do we need to know moving through this energy? Now, the North Node is going to be in Cancer until May 2020. So we're going to have a long term with this energy. So it's worth having a look. Let's have a look. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. The issue is the Seven of Pentacles. We also got the Page of Wands as us now. We have the Eight of Wands. No, sorry, Seven of Wands as distraction. Helping us, we have the Page of Cups. Our new focus, moving forward, we have the Three of Wands. We have the Devil card. And we also have the Fool in reverse next to that. Now, underneath the deck, we have Death in reverse. So, the problem with this energy, I suppose, is allowing for the transformation with the Death card in reverse, allowing for not allowing yourself to get into a point of stagnation. Now, in some senses, it's about using both of these energies to kind of work together. So we not only have to use the Cancer North Node, but the South Node would therefore be in Capricorn. Now, it's finding a way to make these two work together so that it doesn't cause some kind of stagnation. So in some sense, yeah, we're being asked to use these two energies in partnership, yeah, to move forward, to allow this growth forward. Yeah, it's about a balance of the two energies here. Now, for some of us, there's also some kind of gateway or portal that's opening. Now, some of us may not want to go through that portal. Now, what I feel is happening here as well is that we have this old focus of the Queen of Cups, yeah? This is about coming into the reading. We're needing to have this element of self-love, yeah? Now, and that's also a nurturing element. This is about looking at things that are mothering, things that are nurturing, where we're putting our emotional energy. This is also about the people that we're allowing around us, the environments that are we're allowing around us. What are we needing to pull back from, and where are we needing to give more energy, more emotional energy this month? So the problem with a South Node in Capricorn is that in some senses we've been given the Capricorn South Node so that that's us wanting to work stronger. That's us wanting to put more energy in, yeah? That's us wanting to get the finances, the stability. Now, with the Queen of Cups and then the Six of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, yeah? It's saying that victory is going to come from looking at how we can make our money in a more spiritual way, perhaps for some of us. And it's also talking about this nurturing energy being a gateway to victory, being a gateway to success. Yeah, because the Page of Pentacles is like, how can we make this money in a more spiritual way? How can we align more with our spirituality but still get the pentacles at the same time? Yeah. Now with this Capricorn energy, yeah, we have also this, which is the Zen, Osho Zen. Now this is saying the greatest miracle, which is number 9. Now with this card, it comes with a story, and the story is like there was these two guys talking about their masters, and one guy says, my master's better than yours because he can stand on the other side of the river and he can write on paper from that's on this side of the bank from that side of the bank, and the message will come through. Now the other guy said, yeah, but my master is better than yours because my master sleeps when he's supposed to sleep and eats when he is hungry. And then the other guy was like, no, everybody does that. And then the other guy was like, no, everybody doesn't do that. Yeah, it's about staying in that moment, staying in that moment in the sense that giving ourselves fully to that moment, not allowing our ego in some way to kind of take hold of that moment. Because what I mean by that is we all have like these skills of empathy, claircognizance, clairaudience. They're all coming stronger into society now. But it's about what we do with those skills, yeah? Because there was another guy who was saying that, look, my master can make this happen using his skills. He can read people's minds from across the world. He can do that. But often it's times when our ego gets in the way of what we're trying to do. And certain times, right, with this Cancer kind of Capricorn energy, it's about making sure that we're opening ourselves up to our intuition. We're opening ourselves up in such a way, but not allowing the ego to get involved, because the Capricorn is like the devil and the materialism and the ego, and we have that moving forward. And it's saying in some sense that we can't build a foundation, yeah? We're being reckless if we try and move purely towards money or purely towards the ego with this energy. Yeah, because the problem being our South Node means that the solution is our North Node. So we're having to move more towards self-love, self-nurturing, compassion for ourselves. We're kind of giving up weight in some sense on the material kind of abundance. There's a test or a challenge, a spiritual challenge, yeah? And in some way, with the Page of Wands as us now, we're having to find another way across this lake. So what I mean by that is, in some sense, if your problems are material or they're foundational, yeah? Or say, for example, you can't find a job, or you're having problems in that sense, then the opposite way to look at that is, so the South Node would represent that, but then the North Node, so you would look at that in finding a new way to cross the lake. Like, he's got the stilts on here, so he's finding a way to get across this ice. And that would be taking a break and having this self-nurture, putting our energy into our spiritual lives, into our meditation, yeah? And in doing so, that will then generate the fortune that we're after in some sense. Because the issue is that we're stood around waiting for this to bear fruit. We're feeling like we're putting all of our energy into that, when the simpler solution, although it seems a bit crazy, is to focus on the Cancer North Node, which is to focus on ourselves and that self-nurture, yeah? to focus more on the feminine aspects, and in turn that will manifest for us in a way that we're not used to. Now with the Seven of Wands, we may feel like the way that we're doing something is right, and we may put up barriers as well. We may feel like, look, we know what we're doing, let the other 6 wands do it their way. But in some senses, yet again, helping us, we have this Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups can talk about removing yourself from things that change of environment, change of listening to your intuition, following your heart and your intuition, as opposed to energetically putting up these blocks or these walls because we're still trying to put all of our energy into something. We're fighting against the odds in some way, yeah? We're fighting to get something to come together in some way. And the universe is saying, have a turning point emotionally and look at it a different way. This is something that can be handled spiritually as opposed to energetically. Now, the new focus, we have plans being made. We have this growth starting to take place, yeah? But it's coming from a place of self-nurture here. This almost reminds me of a pregnant woman, and she has to look after herself in order to nurture her unborn baby, because that is the seed. She's planting those seeds, and it's her consciousness that is watering these seeds here. Now, that consciousness is coming from her higher self. It's coming from this place of needing to follow her intuition, and then it creates what is needed to create, yeah? But there is this need for self-nurture to move forward and to actually generate something within the energetically, within our energy, having something manifest with less effort in some senses. So we also have the Rumi card, and this talks about our prayers being received here and needing to kind of call out and ask. It also states that we do have this nurturing, protective energy with the Hand of Fatima. And it's also talking about looking at where we're energetically being led, what is around us energetically that's possibly not nurturing us, or is around us from a place of ego perhaps, because this is about the divine feminine wisdom, that nurturing feminine Cancer energy. And sometimes we have to know when to take ourselves and put ourselves back in our shells in order to nurture ourselves, in order to regenerate, in order to protect ourselves. Now this card talks about a new idea, it talks about new ways of being, yeah, and it also talks about looking at where we're focusing our time and energy, yeah, because it's the people that we're putting our time and energy into that is gonna reflect our finances back to us energetically. And this may be a weird thing to fathom for some of you, but what it's saying is ask, then trust and receive that the universe is going to grant you that. Put the energy into the home, the people that need it, the people that are closest to you at this time. So, because as well as nurturing yourself, it's asking you to reach out and have that mothering energy and nurture your loved ones around you. And you will do that with this divine feminine energy by listening to your instincts, listening to your inner wisdom at this time, listening to your inner feelings, because Cancer is all about feelings. It's all about Cancer can easily go into moods. They can sense things that others possibly can't sense. And sometimes it's hard to put that into words. But you're not having to put that into words. You're just having to take those feelings that you're getting and put them into your life. If you're getting this urge to make up with somebody, or to pull away from somebody, it's about listening to those intuitive responses from your body. Yeah, this card is also telling you to ask for divine protection, and it will be granted to you. It's saying not to worry, yeah, not to allow the ego to get you into that place of, oh, but I must do this and I must do it then, because it's saying basically that is not a new start for you. That is you're being ruled by your ego, you're being ruled by your lust, by and it's saying that won't lead you. That's taking you away from your higher self in some sense. And that in itself would be very reckless, yeah? It's about looking to the spiritual over the material, yeah? Looking to the intuitive over the ego, yeah? And that will help you bring in what it is that you're needed. There's a sense of devotion to spirit that's needed right now, and once we can all master that, it's gonna bring in abundance in a way that we've really never thought of before. And who said that was the best idea, to go over ice with 2 stilts? But yet it's getting in places. It's also leading us somewhere into the unknown, somewhere where we haven't necessarily been before energetically. So we're being called to listen to those signs, listen to those intuitive symbols, listen to the spiritual over the material, yeah? And that will lead us to that victory. That will lead us to that recognition, to that self, yeah? That's also about support from spirit, support from the more we put out in love for those people that are closest to us, the more we separate ourselves from those people who bring out this side of us, the better we're going to be, yeah? The more energetically in tune we're going to be. So I really do hope this has helped. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.